Just the one required for Christian Harris and Coco Gauff. Team USA. They win the tie, they win the group, they are into the quarterfinals. 7-6, 6-love.
Coco Gauff has delivered once again at the United Cup, and with a tremendous effort, she has helped guide Team USA into the quarterfinals. Team USA has stepped up when it mattered most. Although she did not secure a win in her singles match, her impact on the team event was undeniable. Through an outstanding doubles performance, Coco ensured that Team USA claimed victory and advanced to the next stage of the tournament. What unfolded on the court was nothing less than remarkable. At the exact moment her team needed her the most, Coco Gauff rose to the challenge and produced a performance that fans will be talking about for years. The young American star once again proved why she is regarded as one of the most reliable and clutch players in modern tennis. With pressure at its peak and everything on the line, she brought her absolute best and completely took control of the doubles match. In the process, she shut down a powerful Spanish team and protected Team USA's place at the top of the group standings. Spain entered this match full of belief. They arrived confident with their strongest players ready to compete. Momentum was on their side, and they genuinely believed they could push Team USA out of first place. But Coco Gauff had a different vision. She was determined not to let her team slide down the rankings. She refused to allow Spain to celebrate at the expense of the United States. For her, this was deeply personal. It was about pride. It was about proving to the world that Team USA belongs at the top and will fight relentlessly to stay there. The tension leading into the match was intense. Everyone understood what was at stake. A loss could have resulted in a drop in the standings, completely altering Team USA's path in the tournament. The pressure was enormous, but pressure is where champions are forged, and Coco Gauff is the definition of a champion. She stepped onto the court with focus and determination clearly written across her face. By her side was her partner, Taylor Townsend, equally ready to give everything for the red, white, and blue. Let me walk you through this match, because from start to finish, it was truly unforgettable. Spain came out strong in the opening set, matching Team USA point for point. The Spanish duo played with intensity and confidence. They were aggressive, well-organized, and completely unfazed by the American pair. Rally after rally, game after game, both teams battled fiercely, trading shots like heavyweight fighters refusing to back down. Neither side was willing to give up an inch. Spain moved exceptionally well, combining their attacks and applying constant pressure on Gauff and Townsend. The set was so evenly contested that it went all the way to a tiebreaker, and eventually Coco Gauff sealed it for Team USA. Just imagine the stress of that moment, a tiebreaker with everything hanging in the balance. One small mistake could have ended it all. The crowd was holding its breath. Every point felt endless. Spain fought bravely, but when it truly mattered, when a champion's mindset was required, Coco Gauff raised her level even higher. She began striking shots that seemed unreal. Her reflexes were incredibly sharp. Her choices were flawless. In that decisive tiebreaker, she showed exactly why she is one of the most intimidating competitors in women's tennis today. The way Coco performed in the first set was simply outstanding. Her athletic ability and powerful volleys made it nearly impossible for the opposition to respond. Every time the ball approached the net, Coco was there instantly, finishing points with confidence and precision. Her movement was exceptional. She appeared to read the game 2 steps ahead of everyone else on the court. The Spanish players tried every possible tactic. They attempted to lob over her. They aimed passes down the line. They experimented with sharp angles to throw her off balance. Nothing succeeded. Coco anticipated every move, and more importantly, she executed each shot at the highest possible level. Her power was on full display throughout that opening set. Whenever she prepared for those volleys, you could see the Spanish players bracing themselves, fully aware of what was coming. The ball exploded off her racket with incredible speed and spin, making returns extremely difficult. Yet it wasn't only about raw power. Coco also demonstrated remarkable touch and finesse. She varied her shots beautifully, keeping her opponents guessing constantly. Soft drop volleys, sharp angles, deep placements, she used every option available to her. What made this performance even more impressive was her calmness under pressure. This match came immediately after a frustrating singles loss. Many players would have struggled mentally, questioning themselves or failing to regain rhythm. Coco Gauff did the opposite. She took that disappointment and turned it into fuel. She transformed it into pure competitive energy in the doubles match. She was determined to make up for the singles result. She was determined to be the difference maker for her team, and that is exactly what she became. Coco Gauff and Taylor Townsend recognized that they had found the breakthrough needed to secure the win for Team USA, and they capitalized on it completely. They went on to win the next set by 6-0, and that was a true statement of dominance, as Coco Gauff was clearly on a mission. Let that sink in for a moment. 6-0, a bagel, a total and complete dismantling of the Spanish team in the second set. After battling relentlessly just to edge out the first set in a tiebreaker, Coco and her partner returned for the second set and overwhelmed their opponents. Spain was given no opportunity to settle into the match. This was not just a victory, this was a message. This was Coco Gauff telling the tennis world that she cannot be pushed aside. This was her declaring that Team USA is here to dominate, not merely take part. The Spanish players looked completely deflated as game after game slipped away. They couldn't find any momentum. Every service game was broken. Every return game belonged to the Americans. It was a masterclass in doubles tennis and a perfect example of what happens when a champion fully imposes her will on a match. The crowd erupted with every point Coco won, celebrating as if each one were a championship moment. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric.
In the group, they are into the quarterfinals.
Momentum clearly shifted after that first set. Spain knew they were in serious trouble. They attempted to regroup, searched for solutions, but none appeared. Coco Gauff and Taylor Townsend were operating on an entirely different level. Their communication was seamless, their positioning was spot on, and their execution was ruthless. What stood out most was the range of skills Coco displayed. She didn't depend on just one strength. She served with power, she attacked returns aggressively, she moved forward confidently and finished points at the net. She defended when needed and attacked whenever the opportunity arose. This was a complete performance from a complete player. Spain simply had no response to what they were facing. Coco Gauff may have lost her singles match, but this doubles performance sent a clear message to the world. Never count her out until the match is truly over. That is perhaps the biggest takeaway from this contest. Champions are not defined only by wins, but by how they react when things don't go their way. Coco could have allowed the singles loss to shake her confidence. She could have played cautiously in doubles, simply hoping not to lose. Instead, she stepped forward with even greater determination, intensity, and hunger to succeed. This is what separates good players from great ones. A good player might have won that doubles match. A great player dominates it the way Coco did. A good player might be content with just qualifying for the quarterfinals. A great player makes a statement and sends a clear warning to the rest of the tournament. For Team USA, this win is massive. They hold on to their place at the top of the group table. They move into the quarterfinals with momentum and belief. And most importantly, they have Coco Gauff performing at an exceptionally high level. When you have a player like that on your team, someone who can completely change the direction of a match, you always have a chance to go all the way. The path ahead will not be easy. The quarterfinals will bring stronger opponents, greater pressure, and higher stakes. But if this match showed us anything, it's that Coco Gauff thrives in those moments. She does not shy away from the spotlight, she embraces it. She feeds off the pressure and uses it to lift her game to heights very few can reach. As we look ahead in this tournament, one thing is absolutely clear. Team USA is a serious threat, and Coco Gauff is leading the way. She humbled Spain. She delivered when it mattered most. And once again, she proved that she is one of the brightest stars in tennis today. The quarterfinals are next, and if Coco continues to play at this level, Team USA's opponents should be on high alert, because something special is unfolding, and it's only just getting started.